That face when nothing works. That face when you try to do a stream and nothing works. Hey, look, here's my face when you try to do a stream and things happen, right? VPNs start activating for no reason. You have to adjust settings. Wires are in the way, right? It's 2022. There's no fucking excuse, man. There's no excuse for having wires. Right now, I was reading up on AirPods destroying your brain because of the fucking connectivity that the AirPods have between them. That's unacceptable. But that should be better than having wires. I'm sick and tired of wires. Every time I try to put the stream together, right, there's little things that come in and little things that I trip on, and it makes me honestly want to take my anger out on a pick your place. Pick your place. Welcome to a Sunday stream. These are rare, right? These are the shiny versions of the stream. If you guys are familiar with Pokemon, of which more likely than not you are, because let's be honest, there's a lot of crossover in terms of magic and other forms of virginity, right? There's a lot of crossover. So CJG spamming the chat. I just looked on Discord, by the way. Right, Discord, I never check. I'm a terrible person when it comes to Discord because it's not really meant for anything other than sharing secrets, right? It's not really meant for anything other than having some sort of weird message board where you could communicate some stuff, but nobody's gonna go there actively for like a dying magic YouTube channel or even a massive magic company like Illusionist. Their YouTube or Discord server died a death. So what chances mine have? But I do check it from time to time, just to maybe for these streams, right? So people could actually call in on the stream. That was the wrong one. That was the beep button. I meant this one. You could join the Discord, right? The link is in the description section, and maybe we could have a chat about whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that I bring up, right? And Lord knows I always do massive preparation for these shows. What's up? I have to say thank you. I did a trick or two from your page to a coworker, and they're like, "What the fuck? I owe it to you." Hey, thank you, Z Nice 1983, which suggests the date of your birth. Let me actually put this in bigger because my old man eyes can't actually read this. So let me put this bigger so I could actually read it. But I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you for performing my magic. It really makes me feel worthwhile and not like a virgin magician, like a virgin magician, like a virgin magician. You like that? I'm adding features to the show. A lot of people think, oh, look, this is just a one-trick pony. No, I'm always adding things, right? I'm always making it dynamic. It's not just a show that you're just looking at my face. Things are happening. Look.
Bing bong.
Bing bong? That's crazy. That's crazy. You don't see that in other live streams. I could hear you 5 times 5. Them up your shit, CJG. No audio, he says again. Well, what I was about to say on Discord, somebody put a disgusting video of a person defecating. Now, usually I'm all for the banter, right? I'm all for the bants when it comes to online humor, right? So, oh, haha, you made a poop joke. Okay, whatever. Haha, you made a edgy joke. I'm there for it. But when you put a video of a man defecating with a dirty butthole on the Discord, I have to block and spam you. I'm sorry, I have to. I don't usually like to block stuff. I really only use that as a last resort. Like, I don't know. I don't want to mention specifics, but I don't like blocking or banning, right? That's the goal. I don't want to have to, but sometimes you do, unfortunately. And that was one case when I had to, when a man shared another man defecating in the beach, by the way. Gross. What's wrong with you? Disgusting. We got Stefan saying, right? How does one call into the show? Not like anyone listening. I agree. This is a dying channel. It's if it's not dying, it's dead already. Every time I upload a video, I see like a spike in views within the first 5 minutes, and then it just literally goes down. It does this. It just does this. And I'm like, what's going on? Is it me? Is it this right here? Is it this face that's deterring people away? Who knows? Who knows? Do you remember the no audio joke? Because oh my god, I'm really an old man. How aggressively do I have to squint in order to read this? It says, Piggy, do you remember the no audio joke? I do, because I am OG. Yeah, I do remember it. I remember it as many instances of you getting me to test the audio out. and it turns out that the audio was ripe and ready. Sometimes when more people say, hey, look, my audio is only coming out of my left ear, you fucking, you idiots, you R word, you so they would say that, and then I see that it's a problem. But when it's only you spamming, no audio, then I know that you're trolling. I did have 5 guys, as a matter of fact, with Daniel. So I just had 5 guys with Daniel. And if you follow me on Instagram, you just saw me post a selfie in the bathroom of a 5 guys, which Daniel was very upset that I didn't send him a selfie. I sent it to a friend of mine, which is just, it's pretty for him to want me to send him a selfie. I would say it's pretty, it's actually as fuck for him to want that, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all, but I'm not going to start sending you selfies, Daniel. That's a weird thing. I sent it to him in context. I'm a patron. It better not be dying. I send you an email on Patreon for the PigCake Academy. I haven't seen it. I don't know if you sent it recently. But no, Patreon is not going anywhere. Neither is YouTube. I'm not stopping anything. I'm aware of my trend when it comes to my analytics on this channel. I'm aware of it. I'm aware of the trends, and I'm aware of the downward spiral. But your boy's always on that Patreon tip, boy. Even yesterday, I came home hammered, demolished. I watched that movie with Ethan Hawke. Tremendous movie. One of the best movies I've seen in the horror genre. And came home hammered, demolished. And what did I still do when I got home? I uploaded a video to Patreon. I wrote the description, completely demolished. I wrote it up, right? Put it in the right place, sent it out, because nothing stops me, right? I could get hit by a car and I'm still going to keep uploading. So don't worry. Don't worry. Your boy's not going to drop it. I'm going to drop a band. I expect a PP touch. A PP touch. I just got, oh, glad you're here, CJG. I hate that I get notifications too. Notifications trigger me. You know how things are triggering to people? Every time I get notifications from multiple places, it really does annoy me, because usually it's redundant, and it's because I have the same thing open in multiple places. I hate that. I can't stand that. CJG says, I want another ham radio. Well, Daniel's here in Miami, but he's going to go back to his homeland tomorrow. And he's too busy for ham radios. He's too busy for ham radios because he's a working man now. And every time I brought it up, he's like, yeah, man, dude, we could just do it like that. And then I'm ready. Look at this setup. I could easily be a part of it. He could be a part of it over there in a swinger town that is Sebastian, Florida, where I made an account on a swinger website just to see how many local swingers there were that actually made accounts on that website. And I saw that there were at least 5 to 7 within 0.0 miles, which means that they're immediately around you. They're right there. So I made an account, and they were there present in his neighborhood. But he still refuses to acknowledge the fact that he lives in a stripper commune. And they're all old and greasy, by the way, which is not like your typical images of swingers. You would think, oh, they're like kind of young and hip, but they like to, you know, swing around. No. These are all old, leathery-skinned people that are trying to swing. Yeah, I just saw that. Beach bathroom, and now I'm blind. Won't be able to see your YouTube for a while, so I'll just sit here and listen. Saw that beach bathroom. Beach bathroom. Are you talking about the individual? Oh, the guy that took a defecation in that video that the person posted on Discord. I hate that. I hate that that particular type of poop humor. I like poop jokes, but I don't like, oh, here's a video of a guy taking a shit or a woman taking a shit. That's not funny. That's 4chan stuff. I remember on a Reddit post, somebody accused me of having 4chan level humor. I think I'm a little bit better than having 4chan level humor. Are you having a laugh? How do you call in? Well, how do you call in, right? How do you call in? Oh, whoops. I need to really fucking remember that that's the beep. Well, you join the Discord, right? You join one of the voice chats, and then I'll drag you to the super secret voice chat, and then we can have a conversation there. That's the way it'll work. But I'll check it out in a little bit and see if there's anybody that wants to have a talk. But the rule is one and done. Right, because I don't want to be there talking for 27 minutes to the same person, right? Because then that kind of takes away from the production value when I'm just speaking to one individual. Nobody wants to hear that, right? So one and done, and it's a hard cut. So that's the only rule that I have when it comes to that. What's up with the autist designing my deck? Those are correct. I know that you probably would expect me to go, no, you mean artist. But no, you're correct when it says autist. He is, from last I heard, working on some final touches when it comes to some stuff. But yeah, he has taken a while because he's afraid of people saying that they don't like the deck, which I told him, I don't care. I love the deck. It doesn't matter. We're going to put it out and try to make some bank on that. Try to make some not some bands, but some bank on that. And he's just a little bit apprehensive, but he's working slowly on different little final touches to it. I love the deck. I love the direction it's gone. Right, I love how it looks. I love how it's it's different. It's different than decks, but it's still not obnoxious to the point where it might be something like you might find on a Kickstarter project that has 3 things. He's afraid of doing something. Well, you had a deck, Daniel. I don't know what happened to that. Yeah, you were bragging about. Daniel had a deck that you were like, dude, man, bro, I'm almost done, bro. I got that done, man. Dude, look at me. I'm done. Right, and then that hasn't amounted to jack. So right now we're on a level playing field, Daniel. Does it stay in your videos or is it gone when it's over? It stays in my videos, unfortunately, right? It stays in my videos because then you could clip certain instances when I might say something, right, and then use that in your own video. So it's gonna come out before your deck, bro. That bro at the end lets me know that that's not real. That bro lets me know that it's not real. Let's actually check the Discord and see if there's anybody there. There are a couple people, CJG and Slightly Stefan. I see that. I'll bring you guys in a second. I like that it also inspires people to have conversation. I watched that from time to time, that live stream with Blaze and Ryan Edwards that's on Xavier's channel. And it's funny because I think they try to get call-ins and they never get call-ins. But I like that. I like that banter back and forth. But I just went to Five Guys with Daniel. Went to the mall, which is the trashiest mall in Miami. I just got this right here. I don't know if that could pick up on the camera, but this is Club de Nuit Intense Man. If you are anything of a connoisseur of cologne, that you would know that this is the ghetto version of Aventus, Creed Adventus, which I looked up, and it turns out Creed Adventus is $400 for cologne. I don't know why you would decide to want to do that, but this is pretty much a knockoff that's not even close to that, not even remotely in the same ballpark as that, but it has the same scent, and I tried it, and it's true. It does have extremely similar. I've tried Adventus before. This one is fairly similar, so if you're a cologne guy, right, if you're one of these magicians that you're like, hey, I'm dapper, I'm into, colognes and stuff and hats, fedoras specifically, then you would also be into cologne, hopefully, especially to mask the scent of your lack of hygiene. That's what usually they would use it for, because they think that it's a substitute. I have an entire video dedicated to hygiene as a magician and how to improve your hygiene. And cologne is just a little at the top. Cologne should just be on the top of your regular hygiene routine. Because if you spray this on poop, well, guess what? It's still going to smell like poop, but a little bit nicer, right? So you got to have a nice canvas. And people often disregard the towel. The towel is very important. Some people be out here with the same towel for 4 months, and then they wonder why they smell like feces, why they smell like that video that somebody posted on my Discord. Well, it's because you're using a towel that has had water from your ass from the past fortnight. From the past, I was going to say fortnight, sorry. I was thinking of another longer. A leap year. From a leap year is when the last time you changed your towel. So you got to change the towel, right? That's a very important one. Sean Devine, good to have you here. You say deodorant. Deodorant is the one that everybody says. They always go, oh, deodorant. Use deodorant. No, because if you use deodorant on a body that hasn't been properly cleansed, you're just putting a Band-Aid. You're getting a drop of water from the ocean, right? You're cleaning that much water from the ocean and going, I've made a difference. You've done nothing. You still smell like sewage. I was surprised, all right, when I first went to magic conventions, and I saw that, or I smelled nothing. I didn't smell anything bad. I smelled normal scents of a hotel, and I was very surprised because I thought that I was going to smell similar things to when I went to an arcade, for example. Because when you go to an arcade, there's literally an area of the arcade the air is hotter. You walk into that area and it's hotter. And the area is 100% of the time when they're playing Super Smash Brothers. So when they're playing Super Smash Brothers, that's when you know that that area is going to be musty. It's going to be gross. It's going to be nasty. I call bullshit. It says Adam Wilbur. Look at that. Adam Wilbur sliding into my DMs, just in there, judging. I posted a banger on my Instagram story if you haven't checked it out. I'm usually really funny when it comes to my posts. I'm kind of hysterical. I find myself funny, and I've realized that when I watch these streams back, and I tend to listen to myself and laugh at the stuff I say. So that's is that a test of my ego, or is that just that I enjoy my bits and I actually enjoy my content? I enjoy my own content. That's the key to keeping it 100. In Japan, perfume considered gross in a sense because of the extreme smells, regardless of what it is. I believe that in the same way that everybody in the fucking 60s smelled like shit. I believe that in the same way because everybody smelled like shit. They didn't know they smelled like shit. They just smelled normal. And then that scent became normalized, right? Whereas right now, potentially, yeah, I could go to somewhere in Japan smelling as clean as I do, smelling like Club de Nuit or New. I don't know how to fucking say that, but Club de Nuit. And they'd be like, oh, he's this guy. I don't want to do the accent. I think that's hacky. But they go, whoa, he's disgusting. What if he's a California Japanese person, right? This is how he would speak. So I'm not going to do the accent because he could very well speak better English than I do. So I'm going to actually, because it's a little bit later, I'm going to pull in Elizabeth Warren. I'm going to have a beer. Hey, let's have a beer. It's one of my favorite videos, by the way, which is when politicians that are older trying to cater to the younger demographic. So they try to do young, hip things, right? So, for example, with Hillary Clinton, it was Pokemon Go, go, go to the polls, right? Which was fucking terrible. And then Elizabeth Warren, somebody in her crew told her, hey, you should do a live stream. Kids are into live streams. So if you want to get that younger demographic of votes, you should maybe do a live stream and then do something like kind of cool, like get a beer, but make it seem spontaneous. And if you watch the video, she turns to the thing, she opens the thing, she goes, I'm going to have a beer. And it was the most, what do you call this, orchestrated thing I've ever seen in my life. Regardless of what you think of her politically, it was still very, very cringe in my take. Let's see if we could get somebody here. And join. Hopefully everything works. Right, hopefully the audio works because, right, I think I've spent a little bit too much time trying to figure this out. We'll get CJG in here. Let's see. We'll get him in a super secret voice chat. Am I there? I'm not there yet. I just moved him. Oh, I see what I did. Okay, no, I'm sorry. I fucked up. I didn't put the right audio setting. Now it's there. Hello? You hung up on me? CJG hung up on me. All right, you know what? I'm going to get Stefan on here then because CJG apparently hung up on my face. Like, that's all good. Hey there, buddy.
Hi.
Oh, you sound sultry, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm on the headsets now with a personal computer.
The personal computer. Jesus. You sound like my mom talking about computers, man.
I mean, I wouldn't know because your mom talked to me into getting one.
I really hope she does, man. I really hope she does. My mom has been a lonely woman, male-wise. I actually, you know what? Now that you brought that up, when I was younger, I had this memory, and it took me years to unpack it, right? And I had, how old are you, by the way?
I'm 22 now.
22. Okay, so were you, what do you call those? Now I'm forgetting. Cassette players? Was that something that was common in your day?
We have VHSs.
VHSs, sure. Okay, but the audio version, the ones that you would put on like the little cassette players. Are you familiar with those?
I am, but they were just dying out when I was growing up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, but so I had one that broke. Is this gonna foam over? Okay, no, Jesus, I hate when beer has that pre-cum that it floats over the top. Are you drinking now? By the way, are you a drinker?
Not really. If I offer one, I mean, if really, yeah, no, probably not. No.
Okay. Because I remember I was straight edge, and you were also like, "Yo, dude, hey, same." And then eventually, I realized the power. I realized the power. Yeah, dude. And yeah,
you went from straight edge to straight alcoholic.
Yeah, it was a fun transition. Exacerbated. Look at that, using big words. The memory that I had, by the way, was that I had a broken cassette, and my dad, believe it or not, was actually visiting from the motherland of Egypt, and he said, "Oh, I'll fix it. I'll fix it, my son." And he took it to the bedroom, and my mom went in him, or with him, to my mom's bedroom. And then I remember knocking on the door, like, "Hey, what are you doing, man? I need the cassette." They were fucking. I didn't realize that till like 5 years ago. I'm trying to remember like why they didn't open the door. I was so annoyed because they went in there and he was just there for a long time. Like, oh, now he was fucking. He was fucking my mom.
You were killing my dad. You were killing your dad's flow, dude.
Yeah, yeah. He looks like me, but balder and like a mustache. Like just like a little mustachioed man.
I think dads are a concept of us just sooner in like 30 years. It's just our future selves just looking at ourselves. Just
I hope not. I really hope not, because my dad looks like the type of guy to plan 9/12, and I don't personally want to partake in that. Or 9/11/2. How would they call it? Do you think they'll call it 9/12 or 9/11/2?
It'll probably be 9111.
Like oh yeah, the revengeing. It's like the person that discovers Sex 2 is gonna be like a multi-billionaire.
Or Sex and the City 3.
Sex and the City 3. Jesus fuck. You know what I need to have? I want to steal this bit where I get like a soundboard effect of a car crash, and every time I bomb or somebody bombs, I want to play it, just like a fucking car crash noise. That would have been a car crash noise. I'm sorry to say. Usually,
I don't know what's up with you and Xavier and these damn soundboards, but y'all gonna drive me crazy with this shit.
I know, yeah. I stole it from him too.
Oh my god.
Although
that emotion.
You know what he does that's annoying, and every time I try to call him, not a lot, for the reason that I think I've mentioned before, where he just shows me how much cool shit he has. Right? He just goes, "Oh no, look, let me show you this shit, man. Come on." I'm like, "Yeah, let me see the fucking monitor arm that you have, Xavier." And he's like, but if I press this button, look, and this whole house turns a different color. There's music playing. Like, man, that guy has a pad, dude. But what the fuck was I gonna? Oh, yeah. But I didn't steal the Snapchat filters, because he uses Snapchat filters aggressively.
Oh my god, does he really?
Yeah, like when I went on a live chat, like he'll just be like, "Oh hey," and I look and he's a potato.
He's a thought. He is such a thought.
I know he's taking some fucking pics. Just sent it. He looks like a type to take like just pics. Just send it to like, "What's up, girl? Come on, send me back. Send me something back." Right.
But he'll still get some action after that.
Yeah, no, not me. I just got this iPhone with this wide angle camera. I haven't tried it yet, but the secret that I've heard, by the way, is that if you use a wide angle camera and you press the camera close to you, it makes things look bigger.
Shit.
Yeah, you don't have to have that problem though. Like you don't have that problem.
No, genetics helped me with that one. Yeah.
Yeah, Egypt. I forgot why I was looking up which country has the biggest dicks in the planet.
I don't know, man. Cubans may not got some. They may not got inches on them, but they got technique.
They got technique. Yeah, that's from starving for I think 50 years. But Ecuador, I think, man, Ecuadorian men, I think, have the biggest dicks in the planet. I don't know if you knew that.
Do they really? I thought it was a stereotype that only Jamaicans did.
Well, look at that. Look at that. Sorry, I don't know if you're watching, but I just got a beer load. Oh, you can't see it because it's green, and it keys in with the green screen behind it. That's kind of cool, though.
Okay, upping that production value.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. I got distracted with my rule. So one and done, right? What's your query? What's your query? What's your question?
That's a big word. Can you like use it in a sentence or define it or hoodify it for me, please? Oh,
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Boy, there's a lot of queries outside.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the screen and your beer just pre-nutted all over your studio.
Yeah, there's like a delay. I forgot. I hate that, man. It happens with Heineken and Corona. It's gross.
Really, Corona?
Yeah,
Corona. I don't know what's up with Corona. When I taste it, it's like I can smell and feel the heat of Puerto Rican and Mexican heritage in that shit. It's
it's bad when that's the beer that every time Turner sends me a picture, he's like, "Yo, enjoying a cold one." It's always a Corona. And I'm like, "You're so fucking low class for having a Corona." Like that's unbelievable. But I'm sure over there it's like it's classy beer over there, whereas here it's gutter trash. But Heineken is what every Cuban uncle drinks. This is what every Cuban uncle drinks. That smells like cigarettes. Oh,
Tastes like it too.
You know what? Now that I brought that up, on the last live stream, somebody called in from England, and I think we had a discussion about cigarettes, and I was way off. I was so wrong. I'm like, no, man, more people die of like overdose. Dude, cigarettes kill 490,000 Americans every year. That's a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I was wrong as fuck, dude. I was like,
yeah.
how? But I didn't think that there would be that much. But then again, they also conflate like, 490,000 cigarette-related deaths. So it's like, okay, it could have been that they were like 90 and they got hit by a truck, but did they smoke? Yeah, there you go. That's the cause. So it could have been that, but I was way off with my postulation. So what's your question? Stefania.
Oh, right. If good push, bless you. If you could take away your face reveal, all of those what now? What 3 years ago now? Has it been 3 years?
Yeah, 2019.
Fuck, dude. God damn, I feel old.
Jesus.
Shit, bro. I started watching this shit when I was 16. Now I'm fucking 22, dude. You're making me old.
Dude, I've heard that from a lot of people. Like, I've heard that from a lot of people. They started watching my shit when they were like teens, and then now they're like adults. And, you know, obviously they're like, oh, yeah, no, I stopped watching your shit because I got pussy.
Yeah, that's valid. You know, let me change my question now. Let me fucking change my question just because you said that. If since you changed your content, ever since you first started way back in the BC era, do you think it was for the better or worse? You think,
I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut you off there.
Oh no, it's okay. I mean, we get it. You're fucking racist, but yeah. I mean, your content back then was a little different than it is now. Slightly edgier, but that's because before you revealed your face, so you really had nothing to lose. But now you do.
What's funny? I was slightly edgier. You're slightly Stefan. Hey. All you need is a monocle. You just need a monocle right now, and you'll be all set. Slightly Stefan. Yeah. After I talked so much shit about the slightly, and you changed it to slightly Stefan.
Yeah.
As your father, I'm upset.
Good.
Yeah. But as far as that, I artistically, I wish that I would have shown my face from the start, because I think that I had a lot of good ideas, and my channel. The thing I've also noticed too is that my channel has never actually been like great in terms of views. It's always been shit from the very beginning. I did have some videos blow up, but it's never been a channel that's kind of been watched a lot, which is interesting, because I thought maybe at some points I had peaks of no, it's always been very similar, which is very low. But one thing that I missed out on is I missed out on certain types of content because I was so militant about not showing my face, like an absolute I don't know if this works with this. You're gonna hear me. Okay, hold up. I'm trying to do the beep. It's okay, I just beeped. You can't hear it on your side, but yeah, I just beat myself.
Yeah, we'll work on it.
Yeah. Oh, Discord, unfortunately. On OBS, it works perfectly. Okay, so if you hear the stream, you're gonna hear me beep instead of.
I got OBS set up too. OBS is amazing.
Yeah. I've also realized that it's also great for recording like your pornography if you want to save it.
Yeah, no comment. So yeah, okay, all right, cool. I was gonna say, what the fuck? I had a follow-up question. God damn it! Now you made me forget. Well, not a follow-up, but I know it's like a one and done. But fuck you, stream. I do what I want.
Yeah, you do what you want. Especially in this month. Actually, no, wait, the wrong month.
Oh, what?
No, yeah, I'm sorry, wrong month. Cool. I got my months mixed up, man. I'm sorry.
Damn, don't disrespect me like that. We had that one day. Don't you ever disrespect me like that? I'll kill you. That's a lie. I love you.
I believe that, man.
Kill is a metaphor. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. Or maybe not. Shit. Fuck. Oh no, I think like the older videos, rather, even though they didn't get views, I think they were more of an inside joke to magicians of that YouTube era who learned from YouTube. Like for sure, like that's why I clicked with it so well all those years ago. Like I knew, like I learned magic through YouTube back in the day. Like that was the only way. Like I never learned through illusionists or books or nothing like that. I started on YouTube. People like Assad from 52 Cards, Jarek 120, Miss Mag, Hector Bear 23. Man, all the none of y'all are gonna know these names, by the way.
Hector Bear 23. Yeah, see, he's got the worst name, but like he has a lot of subscribers, which is crazy.
Yeah,
which is funny because it's like Hester Bears 97.4. Like, you know that it's his fucking AIM username, but did great. Fucking did great.
did fucking crazy. And then when I saw a channel parroting all of that shit that I learned for like the past 3 years of my life, just perfecting and honing, I'm like, God damn it, dude, this shit's
Y-
amazing.
That was the
This
bit.
shit is
That's what I wrote up to myself when I wanted to do that. Was I wanted to the tag was Miss Mag on crack, which is kind of the vibe I wanted to have. Like, oh, so is he retarded? Is he dumb? Like, what's wrong with this guy? But doing these magic tutorials, which I think people
like,
liked. But I've also noticed when I've gotten a little bit of like like when I dove into more general magic, like doing videos for illusionist, I've
mhm,
realized that's not for everyone. That's not for everyone. Not everyone
yeah, that's true.
in the magic community enjoys that sort of content, which
That's fair.
lets me know, a lot of people take themselves too seriously, but I understand that it's not for everyone, and that's kind of the point of the channel. I've never intended it for it to be a crazy thing, but I've always, I wouldn't compromise on doing videos if it meant I'd have to do them in a style that I don't like. It doesn't matter if I get no views. I'm still going to do it in the way that I like because why do this? Why bother trying to do this shit if I'm going to do it in a way that I don't want to make content?
Yeah, yeah.
So unfortunately, I have to cut you off. Okay, I have to
All
say,
right,
hey, hard stop. It's
all
not
right,
for any
that's
other
fine.
reason than I have to abide by the rules. And I gave you two things.
All right, that's fine. I mean, you're
Okay.
gonna hear from my lawyers anyways. I mean, it's fine though. We'll see each other soon.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah,
see
I'm
each other
sure
soon.
you could have really done a callback to fucking my mom.
I mean, I could have, but I mean, I already just did 2 seconds ago before we went on the
Oh
stream.
yeah, middle school. All right, bye, Stefan. See ya, bro.
Bye.
God damn it. Fuck. God, fuck. This is what I get. I'm getting so many notifications. Why am I getting? Kier Gomes. Right. This is the best of for responses on my Instagram. Stefan, long time Piggy backer, right? Piggy backer is a tier that I have on Patreon, but it's also how I could describe people that have been following me for a while, right? I usually call it the PigCake community, right? You see what I did there? It's a nice turn of phrase. It's a nice little turn of phrase. People might say, "Oh, hey, wow, dude, you don't have like a cute name." Yes, a PigCake community could also be piggybackers. Michael Lawrence says, I was an extreme alcoholic when I found your channel. It resonated with me for some reason. Well, I started drinking when I was 27. I've mentioned this before. I'm 32 now, so I had to catch up with a lot of lost time when it came to the consumption of liquor. I was always the guy that was at the party saying, I don't need to drink to have fun. And the secret was, yes, you do. Yes, you do. You don't have to, right? But drink, right? It really fights it represses your defenses. And when you're straight edge and when you're not drinking militantly like I was, to the point where I would have arguments. I would have arguments with certain individuals. And for what? For no reason. CJG, I'll put you in a bit. I'm just going to see some comments here that I may or may not have skipped, and then I'll drop you. But if you want to join the Discord, you could check the link in the description section below, and you could see it. You could click on it, join one of the voice chats, and then I'll drag you in. We're doing this like an old-timey radio show. But more ghetto because they actually have a service that they use. I don't. I use Discord like a poor person. Never heard PigCake laugh. I laugh fairly frequently on these live streams. What I hate about the PigCake community is that a lot of times you guys are funnier than me. You guys make funnier jokes than I can, and I hate that. I hate it when somebody's funnier than me. I want to be the funniest person in the room. Oh boy, the Academy is amazing. Reading sucks, says Grizzly Bird FPV. I've only heard positive. I've only heard positive coming out of the Academy. Maybe in the beginning there were a couple iffy things, but as of late I've only heard positive things about it, which I'm very happy about because that's why I'm putting all my beans in there. I'm putting all my magic beans in there. Uh, oh, I still haven't X'd one my stomach. I already mentioned how old I was. I gotta go, Piggy. Some asshole decided to arrange a morning meeting. I'm an idiot. I have several friends that work like office jobs and stuff. Just hearing the jargon makes me want to find the nearest school and change some lives, teach them stuff for the better. It's not all negative jokes that I make. Okay, some are positive. Go to a local school and try to better their lives through education. But the jargon kills me. Like, oh, we have to circle back to this. Let's have a morning huddle. Oh, hey, what are let's have a little bit of in this meeting. Let's try to liven it up by having some sort of. Why don't you tell me something special you did in the weekend? I don't want to fucking tell you what I did in the weekend. I'm getting paid from 9 to 5, from 8 to whatever the fuck. I don't want to have to tell you stuff that I did on the off time when I was happy and not in this fucking place. So I can't deal with that culture of trying to pretend to be nice. And everybody's playing the same game. That's the problem too. Everybody's playing the same game, but you really have to be part of the culture and acquiesce. And it's just it's a fake play. It's like fake. It's a fake thing. I wish things were more real. Z Nice 1983 says, explain one thing. I never understood it. When doing a card trick, what is the point of snapping the card? Is it to show that it's one card? If you're talking about snapping the card or like hitting it like this, maybe it's just like to add an emphasis, right? I get it. It's one of those magician ticks that we do that don't really make much sense, right? Like, oh, I'm going to slap the card, or I'm going to rub my hands together when there's not cold. It's Miami weather, but I'm going to rub my hands together, right? If you're doing a trick where you're counting cards and you kind of want to hit them, like flick it to show that it's one card that you're putting down and you're not sneaking in multiple cards, you could do that for that particular effect. But for most people, it's kind of like I'm a virgin, right? So it's like a virgin gesture. Let me see if I could grab a card here and show you, right? Like one of these. Like they do one of these. I also hate this thing. I hate it when magicians, like let's say you find a card on the table and then you go, okay, so this card's been here the entire time. Name your card, the 5 of clubs, and they do this thing. They do that. I've mentioned that many times before, but I hate it. I know why magicians do it because, you're trying to get your frame in the reaction. You're trying to get your face in the frame of the reaction, but it always looks corny. It makes you look like wait, virgin is not a curse word. I could say virgin without having to go. Is this real? The keyboard's not working. So I can't. Okay. All right, that's fine. That's okay. That's what I get for purchasing a keyboard from Office Depot. But I hate that. But you're talking about this thing or this, like snapping it, right? You're adding a little bit of emphasis because you're trying to I don't know, fucking take care of your nervous tics. Let me see. Let me go back here. Hopefully, let me actually try this. Let me see. This is gonna test the keyboard. Yeah, I'm pressing the Bing Bong button and it's not working because this keyboard that I purchased from Office Depot is dumb. I guess the range, it can't reach 2 feet that way. So right now my the thing that connects this keyboard is 2 feet that way, and it doesn't fucking work. Let's go try it again.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. Thank you. There you go. I have to trick it. It's like a car that I have to push start every time. Let's go here. I'm going to go to Discord. Let's see. Let me drag you in here. Remember this one? Okay, sorry. I had to... Didn't want to join the wrong one. Hello there. Penis butt. Hey there. Is this the... I really hope this isn't a troll. Is your audio not working? Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're trolling me. Oh, that's what it is. That was a prank. You pranked me. You pranked me, CJG. You pranked me. I see what you do. You tell me no audio, and then you disconnect when I connect. Wow. What are you? One of these Instagram accounts that makes compilations of me when I try to call you and you don't pick up? Unbelievable, right? I should have known better. Office work is like school, but you hate everyone. Well, it was the same thing when I worked at a school, right? That ambiance was very similar. It was this forced, community, right? When everybody knows the gig, everybody knows what's up. Even the administration knows what's up, but you have to pretend and play the game, and you have to go there and be like, oh, no, maybe what I was thinking is that I would challenge myself by doing this, and then I would try this, and you're like, you know exactly that I don't care. And you know that I know that you don't care. So then why? Why are we playing this game? Why are we doing this? Brian Ballard says Bing Bong. Bing Bong, as any person that's been to New York knows, this is a sound the subway makes. I believe when the doors open, it says Bing Bong. Jump off after Card College. Card College is great if you're trying to increase your virginity. Card College is tremendous. I'm a huge fan of Roberto Giobbi. Anything that he puts out is gold. I know that he got a product on Penguin Magic that was a little bit iffy. People didn't like it. But I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun one. Ben Shapiro says still blind. I have no idea what's urgent doing now. I guess you mean what you're doing now instead of urgent. If you can't see that, then yeah, you really are blind. Because look at this. I got the green screen to differentiate myself from the background. It's moving, so the shot's dynamic, right? So there's a lot of things happening. So it's the 26th. July 4th is coming up, which is a holiday here in the States if you're from elsewhere, where essentially you get half off underwear and we celebrate our Independence Day. We get hammered. So that's what I'm looking forward to as far as upcoming things. Usually, I don't know, like when it comes to holidays, I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of holidays. July 4th I like because you go outside. Well, obviously you've been outside, right? As a magician, it's a rare concept. But you have a barbecue. You have friends over. So maybe I might do a stream then. Who knows? Maybe I might do a live stream. But I do intend to have some sort of get together. I want to have a get together. I hate that. At my advanced age, when I bring up the idea of, hey, we should do let's do a fucking party, dude. Let's do something fun. It's like, oh, what are you in fucking middle school? No, you don't have to be in middle school to have a party. And also, have you been to middle school parties? Do you remember what they're like? Jesus, one of the worst experiences I had as a former educator, is chaperoning a middle school dance. They're lame as fuck. They're lame. Nobody's doing anything. There's not even people dancing. They're all on their phone. They're all talking awkwardly. I'm like, you could have done this anywhere else. Why'd you pay $10 to come to school way past everybody's bedtime to do what? You're not even dancing around. You're on your phone. You're talking to your friends. You're not talking to the awkward girls. It's all terrible. So, no, I want to have a party as an adult, which everybody knows better, right? Everybody knows or has the experiences that you've accumulated in life. It's not awkward like a middle school party. So it's not very high school of me. What's your IG? It's PigCake69. It's at PigCake69, which let me see if I could find it here. I don't know if I could see the story without having to log in. Especially on Edge, Instagram. Let me look up PigCake69. PigCake69. Very mature. Oh, you know what's funny? It didn't type the rest of it because the keyboard died. Is it the battery? I'm going to replace the battery on it. I think that might be what it is. Even though the battery came fresh with the keyboard approximately 2 months ago when I purchased it. So, is it really the battery or is it the fucking keyboard? Who knows? I might just smash it on camera and buy another one that's actually decent. If you were a performing magician, what would your style be? I'm not asking for advice. I'm interested in your response. Well, like this, conversational, right? It wouldn't be this pipe and slippers moments where, oh, hey, sit down and let me show you some tricks 3. I have 4 cards here. Each represent a different element. So here I have a card that says water on it. Here I have a card that says air. This one is Daddy's Cummies. And then the last one is my favorite, love. Now, whichever one you pick is the one we're going to do. So make your choice wisely. I'll tell you what, we'll do it at random. Oh, you picked Daddy's Cummies? Ha! Would you like to change your mind to another one? I'm sorry, you cannot. You're stuck with Daddy's Cummies. So get ready, baby. That's how I've seen a lot of magicians. Speaking of that, if you've seen... the last, I've mentioned my favorite magic blog, the Mind Oracle. It highlights such individual that partakes in this style of tricks. But conversational, man. I like this, like a natural style of doing stuff. Not anything that requires like, oh, hey, let's do this specific thing. Conversational stuff. The one trick that I want to get, especially now that I have an iPhone, is one that I saw in Blackpool, which when I believe Saturn Magic, when they did it on me, I fucking died. I mentioned this before, right? It is one of the best things I've ever seen because it was so casual and so conversational that I didn't even realize at first what the fuck was happening, and then it hit me like a brick and I fucking died. But he goes, hey, you know what's crazy? I've actually been dealing with somebody calling me recently. He's telling me this, and I go, what? What do you mean? He goes, yeah, so, I've had to see celebrities just call me nonstop, man. I go, do you know any celebrities? Like, who's your favorite celebrity? And then I go, I'm going to get this guy. So I said Jimmy Savile, right? I said Jimmy Savile, who's a philanthropist. was a philanthropist in the UK. And by philanthropy, I mean his old penis is what he gave. He gave his old penis to a lot of underage individuals. And I mentioned him, right, in jest. And he goes, dude, Jimmy Savile has been calling me. It's crazy because he's dead, so he's been calling me from the grave, but he's been calling me nonstop this week. And then without him, his hands were like this the entire time. His phone starts ringing, and it's Jimmy Savile calling him. And he goes, look, it's Jimmy Savile. It killed me. It killed me. And that, I realize, is probably the best type of magic. Like that style of magic, that casual sort of performance where it happens on the peripheral, right? And it's still within the conversation. It's still ingrained. It seems natural. Wrecked my ass. Wrecked my absolute ass. But I don't want to purchase it because it's $100 for a trick. I bet, no, it's actually 70, I think, 70 something. But I don't want to do that because I've already, years ago, I already bought an app that was pretty pricey that I have yet to use more than once. PigCake is powered exclusively by PepsiCo products. I even had just to tell you how anti-Pepsi I am, I had a Coke recently, a Coke Zero vanilla from a Freestyle machine. They don't even offer Pepsi Freestyle because they know Pepsi is an inferior product. It's gutter trash. I'm down. Gotta be up early for work tomorrow and have a good night. Pig and everyone else. Peace. Hey, man. Peace, dog. Thank you for joining. It's always great to have some gangsters join the stream. You know what I'm saying? Gang, gang. Thug, thug. I think I'm too white for that. I think I'm too white. Even though I'm not technically white, I do feel too white trying to speak in Ebonics. So that's my bad. That's my bad, friends. Yeah, Five Guys is also fucking, us Americans, every time a foreigner comes to the States, they're always taken aback by the amount of food that we get when you fucking order something. That's it. To us, it's normal, right? To us, it's normal, just like dodging bullets on the way to anywhere you want. So, for example, I was at the mall today. Where I got that. And I realized about the mall, you never want to go on a Sunday. And you never want to go, ever. You never want to go to the mall because the mall is the worst place on the planet. I'm a huge fan, right, of the concept of the mall. I hate ordering stuff online because usually stuff doesn't fit. So what's the solve? What's the answer to that problem? You go to the mall. You try on the stuff. If it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, you don't buy it. Right? But if you buy it online, now you got to return it, and that's an ordeal. But people in the mall also don't know where to walk. They don't know how to walk. It's almost like they just learned how to be a person. And I don't understand it. I don't get it. I wish I could put myself in the mind of one of these fucking mall walkers that don't understand the concept of paying attention to your surroundings, right? You're not just in a place where you exist. You're surrounded by people. We live in a society. That's my next drop. I got to add that. Remind myself to add that. The George Costanza, we live in a society. We live in a society, right? So when people just stop randomly when they're walking, well, now I'm going to run into you. And I don't want to run into you. It's gross. I don't know where you've been. And also, it's kind of weird because if I'm walking, usually it's going to be penis forward. So I'm going to hit you with my penis first because you decide to stop mid-stroll in the mall. No, right? And people don't understand the road dynamic. They just walk right into you and you go, oh, okay, so I'm here dodging people because nobody knows how to properly walk with a modicum of decorum. That's all I'm asking for, right? Realize that we live in a society. I'm scratching my foot, by the way. I'm not doing anything nefarious under the table. Sorry, I don't know why. I think a mosquito bit my toe. But it's terrible. You go to the mall, people don't know how to walk. There's always people trying to, there's a guy, it didn't happen to me, thank God. Thank fucking God. But they get fresh. They have the massage thing, like the fucking masturbator. It's this thing that I think it's called the Theragun when it was just coming out, but now everybody has one for like $15. But it's a percolator. It's a machine that just essentially vibrates your back and it massages it. They put it on your back without your consent. They go, hey, brother, you want a massage? And they just rub it on you. And I saw somebody do that. I'm like, I would not like that. I would not like a random person to come up to me with the fucking massage gun and just start rubbing it on me. And then is that going to work? Am I going to feel it and go, whoa, yeah, man, you're right. I want to buy that. No, I'm going to keep walking. Go get off of me, you fuck. But they do that. And then they spray you in the face with fucking cologne. And you go, you don't want to try these? They spray you and they try to sell you on stuff. Jesus. And then I'm at least polite. So whenever somebody goes, hey, would you like to try this? I go, no, thank you. I appreciate it, though. Like that. Some people just like disregard them like they're trash. They're dressed with their fucking there was an individual, wasn't a but okay, all right, let me before I get into it's not a racy individual here, but this is a Latino man with his ass exposed, right? Because I know how people could think, but this guy was wearing shorts and his ass was out. I could see his belt. His belt is around his thigh and his ass is out for fashion. And I could see his fucking striped, I think it was Calvin Klein underwear. I'm like, I don't want to see. And he's out there, he just fucking blows one of these people off. Like, oh, like it keeps, like, what are you? You're scum. You're trash. What are you doing? First of all, pull up your pants. You have a belt. I see that you have a belt. Why is it that you can't use the belt where it's designed to go around your waist? Might as well not wear a belt. I don't understand that. And this guy with his ass in my face, I'm like, I'm already at ass level to everybody. I'm at ass level. Unfortunately, it's one of the downsides of being a short-statured man. So now I have to partake in your ass with your underwear out, even though you have a belt. Just pull it up. Come on. I think that's the thing in jail that would signify that you're somebody's bitch. Is that something you want? Is that something you want to show? You're somebody's bitch? Come on. I think we're all past that point. And it was, in fact, it was a Latino male. It was one of my own individuals, right? Some people might think otherwise, right, when it comes to that. But no. What are you doing? What are you doing? Jesus. And you have the audacity to be shitty to another person? Come on. Saville was my homeboy, says gas station. But that bit killed me because I just didn't expect it. And that's the sort of magic that I realized I love. I love that when it's not something that you expect, when it's not something that you're actually actively looking out for. You're not taking out things from, what do you call this? You're not taking out things from the table and setting up your shit. You're actually in the midst of a conversation and you happen to show something astonishing. Do you know Gavin McInnes, right? He's great, no filter. I'm a fan. I'm a fan as the deterrent of certain individuals. I'm a fan. I think he's a funny guy. And I partake in the show that he partakes in. Let me see if I missed any of this. You still hate hype decks? Yes, I still hate hype decks. I don't understand it. It's like hype clothes. I really wish that it would just be normal, right? We'll just go to a normal, stop paying for what they paid approximately. Maybe, let's see, if they got it gilded, yeah, they're expensive. But if they got it normal, run-of-the-mill, United States Playing Card Company, they probably got $3 a deck, maybe. Right? You're paying $28 per deck? Okay. Oh, because they only made 1,000 ever. No, they didn't. They made 3,000 or 5,000, and they told you that they only made 1,500. And then later on, they're going to go, oh, look what we found. We found a hidden batch in the warehouse, boys. Didn't expect this. Now the cards are getting sold at a fucking discount, and the discount is still absurd. So, not a fan of that. Most efficient way to push sand out of an asshole. I don't know. Sand is difficult. You go to the beach, especially here. Tend to go to the beach not as frequently as I want. But sand is one of those difficult things that you're just going to have to live with. When you come back from the beach, there's no way not to deal with it. You're going to get sand somewhere. So you're going to have to learn to live with it. It's going to be a tolerance thing. Right? And sand is terrible. But I imagine if you're getting it in your asshole, it's because you're probably taking videos of you defecating in the beach and putting it on my Discord. That's probably what it is that you're doing. Hane says, how about ring magic? Do you enjoy it? Do you enjoy it? I do. But again, I think as a little like a little cute trick. Not as a whole, hey guys, watch me. Watch my performance. Hey, everybody, stand back. Look at me. I'm important now. I have a ring. All right? Watch. Now it's on a different finger. Now it's on the same finger it started in. Now it's in a different finger. Now it's back. Like, it's a cute trick. Maybe. Or if you're doing like a ring flight, that's kind of cool. You pretend like, is that a... Let me see the ring real quick. Let me look at the ring. That's kind of cool. That's a weird one. Is that silver? Is it actually silver? Right, you could do whatever terrible line you have, like, oh, I didn't know they made cubic zirconium in that size. That's crazy. Don't use that. That's a hack line. But you look at the ring, and then, okay, that's weird. Has that happened before? No? Wait, this has happened to me before. What happened last time is that they ended up on my keys. And then you show the key, and you give the ring. See, that's kind of an interesting conversational way to approach it, rather than, let me borrow your ring, ma'am. And have we arranged anything before? We have not, right? Watch. Gone. For real. Now, my keys have been in my pocket the entire time. Watch my key ring. Is that your ring, ma'am? Verify to everyone that that is in fact your ring. Thank you. You can have your ring back. Which one's better, right? Which one do you think is a little bit better? Obviously, one is hyperbolic, but a more casual way of doing it, I think, would benefit magicians more so than making it a production, because then it's just something to satiate your ego, really. That's kind of what it is. And unfortunately, most magicians don't perform for the sake of performing. They perform to satiate their ego, just to get somebody to go, oh my God, you're so great. I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying most of them. I'm saying some of them, and it's usually the vocal ones, which is more annoying than anything. You really hate magicians. I hate bad magicians, right? I hate bad magicians. And I know people might say, oh, you're a bad magician. Well, let's see your performances, buddy. I get it, right? But I've been doing this in some capacity for a long time, and I could see these things. I could see it. I've interacted with enough magicians to know that ego is can I say AIDS? I could say AIDS. Ego is the AIDS epidemic in magic, unfortunately. So ego is the thing that holds any magician back, right? If you just release your ego and realize that you take smelly shits, your shits are painful too, right? You're not just pooping out, I don't know, what would you, unicorns. You're not just pooping out a rainbow. You take painful shits too. You do a lot better for yourself and your life and your magic, because then you take yourself less seriously and you realize, maybe what I'm doing is not so important. But then when they hold their opinions up here, it's like actors, really, technically, right? People hold actors to a high degree of accountability, and they hold them to like a high standard, and they were pretending to be a lizard in high school. They were the people that were like, oh, I'm gonna, as an activity to reduce shame in front of people, I'm going to pretend to be a lizard and I'm going to get into character. That's who we're taking their opinions seriously. Same thing with magicians. It's the exact same thing. You're a magician. You're doing something fake as your, livelihood, which I get. I understand. There's some theory to it. There's a craft. There's an art. But know your place, right? Know your place. You're not somebody that's, oh, well, I'm a fucking, just scalding. Yeah, not really. We're just all fuck asses. So I hate those types of magicians, which is enough to make a difference, enough to make a vocal difference, unfortunately. Right? And you notice that the magicians that dislike ego are the ones that tend to stand out in terms of popularity, are the ones that actually have people behind them. They're the ones that are different because people kind of want to be like way. They want to, I want to get the whatever the fuck. I want to get the adulation that they have. Right. And one of the things to do is to tone down your ego. And you're going to realize that you become a person. You become a person. The magicians that stand out in the magic community are the ones that tend to be people first and then magicians. They're a person, right? And then they happen to do magic tricks. I've been getting a lot of, now Daniel shared a reel, an Instagram reel. That's actually, I usually don't look because I've realized that they're terrible. Daniel would send me like, a video of some attractive woman shaking her butt, and then I go, oh shit, you know her? And he goes, no man, I just saw she was hot. No, then don't send me a fucking video of a woman shaking her butt. Like, I don't want to see that, because I got excited. I'm like, oh, you know her? Hey, hit her up, let her know that I enjoyed it. No, not even that. It's just a random thought. So this one is, you getting the bill from Five Guys, getting a cheeseburger and a small fry. 30,000. Yeah, so it's a TikTok when you get your bill back. All right, let me not have that. Okay, because fucking audio. YouTube is so good when it comes to finding audio. Cardistry Con thoughts. Cardistry Con, it's a good concept. It's a good idea, right? I don't see why it's something bad. The shit I saw from it was pretty interesting. People doing some interesting cuts, sharing that. Usually it's a lot younger of a demographic. People that actually don't know any magic at all. Never have known any trick. They just decide to mix cards, much like a Rubik's Cube. It's a good thing, right? Especially if they bond in their own community. It's not terrible. It's virgin-y as fuck. Don't get me wrong. It's, there's a lot of virginity to cardistry, much more than magic tricks. But I think overall it's a good thing. I think it's a pretty decent decent thing to try to get these kids together that are essentially going to be the future. They're going to be the ones making content and pushing it forward and coming up with new innovations in manipulating cards. Technically, that's what it is. It's manipulation of cards. We used to have this thing, which we still have to some degree. This is a new form of that, but with cuts and shuffles and things that people could never thought were possible. Fucking 11-year-olds are doing. So ultimately, I think it's a great thing. I'm eating meatballs with BBQ sauce, trying to get out of carbs. Any diet tips? I'm not a massive carb counter. I've lost approximately 15 pounds since November. I'm very proud of that. I think I'm at 160 now. I used to weigh 170, give or take, 170, middle of the ground. I was a little meatball. I thought I had a hernia and I didn't work out, but then I've lost 15 pounds, and I've been working out consistently. I think if you are just being mindful of your calories, being mindful of the things that you wouldn't assume add calories to your diet, right? It's so easy to add like 400 calories by just eating. Oh, I'm just going to snack on these little nuts. I'm going to snack on chips. You're adding to a lot of calories. But be mindful of your calories, right? Eat a lot of protein. That's the thing that I know everybody says, but you think, oh, it's so hard. No, just have a protein thing. Oh, look, I'm going to put protein in my blueberries. I'm going to put protein in my coffee. I'm going to put protein in this. I'm going to eat chicken, fish. Just have as much protein as possible, and you're going to see that your pounds are going to start shedding, especially if you add a little bit of walking to that. Like 30 minutes of walking and taking in protein and being mindful of your calories, and you're going to lose a lot of that shitty weight. You're going to lose especially a lot of fat, which you don't want to have. So that was my my diet tip, and I think it's worked. Your boy's out here feeling lean and mean. I've also gotten a little bit bigger on weights. Like I have the kettlebells there. I have the barbell there behind the door that I do ghetto. I was tempted, by the way, to post a video of me doing bench in this small ass apartment, but I realized it looks so fucking ghetto. I'm embarrassed. I went to the gym with a friend of mine. Maybe 2 months ago. I don't go to the gym. I work out here. But that's because the gyms we have here are either 10s or 0s. There's no in between, right? So the gym that we would go to, usually the ones that I partake in, are always filled with like middle school kids. They're always filled with kids that are there taking up the entirety of the fucking bench. There's usually 2 benches in the gym, and it's shit. But we went to a gym, a UFC gym, by where he lives. Tremendous. There's like 30 benches. There's 20 fucking machines that you could do whatever the fuck you want in, incline, whatever, right? They have like multiples of the machine, which is what you want. And I felt great, but then unfortunately I realized, I can't have this experience every time, so I'm going to have to make up with it. But I was going to put a video on my Instagram of me doing a bench, like benching in this apartment, and I don't have a bench. I have an ottoman. So I put an ottoman right here. I put the barbell here. I put the weights, and then I jimmy. So I do a deadlift to get the thing to my legs, and then I have to shimmy the bar over my chest, and then I do the presses, right? I do the fucking presses, and then I have to put it back on my hip, like do one of those things that girls do with the hip stuff, and then put the barbell back on the floor. So that's my setup when it comes to the bench. I've almost died several times doing it, because there's no spotter, obviously, and there's no sort of a place that I could put the weights other than putting it back down. But I feel like it's a full body workout every time I do any sort of bench press. So maybe, you know what? I might consider putting the video up on my Instagram. I might consider putting the video up, but it's embarrassing because it's like, dude, it's so ghetto. Like, just get a fucking bench. They're not expensive, or go to the gym. No. I'm doing it my way, okay? And if that means I'm going to end up having a fucking just dying of asphyxiation because I decided to try to bench a PR, well, that's it. That'd be it. You know what? I'd gone out like a man, which is underneath a barbell. I'd die like Chris Benoit. Although his was kind of terrible, to be honest, the way Chris Benoit, former WWE champion, went out. He did it pretty violently. If you ever watched that, his police report and all the other stuff that came out about him, oh, God, but the strength needed to off himself in the way that he did is just astronomical. Any updates on your deck? I made a mention of it recently. I made a mention of that recently. Yeah, there's some little rumblings happening with the deck, but just look at the middle portion of the stream when we talked about that. You need a bench that folds up. Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I had one and we had to throw it away because I had to screw it in every time. Maybe I could find one that folds, but I'll show you the system. I'll show you the system on Instagram. I'll post it next time I do bench. I'm gonna show you the ottoman and the fucking way I shimmy it to my my chest, and then I press it. It's so ghetto. And also the video, I was kind of shirtless, and I had just eaten, so I was bloated, so I was kind of self-conscious, so I didn't put it up there. If you really want to lose weight, go to a boxing gym. The exercise is more practical, being boxing self-defense. I considered it. Considered it. That's good. Who cares about it? Being ghetto, you're exercising. Yeah, that is true. But honey, I considered that and going to a jiu-jitsu gym. But I realized, no, I just want to lift some heavy stuff, get stronger, and that's about it. I don't want to commit to anything. And they're also very expensive, at least around here. They're fairly expensive because it's what a lot of bored housewives do that. So they realize that bored housewives have a lot of money. So they could charge them a lot of money, and they'll pay it, right? It's like me buying drugs. Oh, hey, can I buy one weed, please? Oh, $400? Wow, you're really giving me a good discount. You're really giving me a good discount here. $400 for one weed? That's crazy. I'm going to take this to my friend now. I think I bought drugs once in my life, and it wasn't for me. I've never partaken in weed. I've never done marijuana. What did Bill Clinton say? I never inhaled. I didn't inhale. No, I've never done any sort of marijuana. Been around a lot of people doing pot, but I have bought pot once, and it was an interesting idea of having somebody that's never done that before go and buy it, because I don't know what I'm looking at. There's ounces, there's weight. Like, what am I looking at? What am I doing? Like, oh, hey, there's a scale. They just put enough in the bag for the person to smoke. That's what I've been told. Don't make it complicated talking about fucking weight and street terms. I'm too white for that. Let's see what's going on here in the chat. Let me see if I skipped anything here. But if that's the case, then I think this is the Sunday stream, my friends. I think this would be a nice one. We had a chill one, right? Just a calm one. I wanted to talk about my experience today, right? Sundays, I guess, are the more chill ones. Wednesday, I have actual topics. Today, as you could tell, my preparation was opening up a beer, like a former presidential nominee, Elizabeth Warren. Grass-fed Gary, have you ever done cocaine? No, I've never done cocaine either. I don't think I will ever. Just because it's just such a nasty connotation. It's just a dirty drug, right? The process to get it to your fucking house is disgusting. The process to make it is just even worse. No, thank you. I'm good. I rather drink and just smoke cigars. I did snuff recently though. Snuff was one I tried recently, which is a snortable tobacco. That's a foreign concept to me. I didn't understand why anybody would ever try to do that in their lives. Why would you snort tobacco? I get it. I tried it, right? Just, right? And then you fucking, your nasal passages open up. It's mentholated, so there's menthol. So you feel like, oh, okay, now my eyes are more open because of the menthol. Not because of the, I guess, effects of the tobacco, but I guess the nicotine also helps. But I tried snuff. I don't think they sell it here either. I think they sell it in the States. It's more, I feel like it's a German thing. So that's the closest, I guess, because it goes in your nose. But no, I've never done coke. You're not gay and you don't do coke. Why do you live in Miami? Right? That's the sort of stereotype of Miami. Oh, everybody here is on coke, which is true. Everybody here is on coke. You'll get offered it. If you go to enough bars, people just have conversation with you. Go, hey, do you want to, do a little? And then you go, no, I'm good. I'm fine. And then I go, all right, like pissed at you, because obviously they're pissed at you because they want to share, right? So it's not cheap. It's not cheap. And I know that because I've seen people in bathroom bars pay $25 for a bump. I've seen that with my own eyes. They go, some British guys, oh, mate, you got coke. And I saw a British guy buy a bump of coke for $25. That's how powerful this drug is, that this guy's willing to fork up $25 for a small bump. Oh, thank you, mate. What? What would you do if someone robs your brakes if you don't train in self-defense? robs you or breaks in. Oh, breaks in. Well, I have several things that I could use, right? Last resort, I guess. Last thing I would want to resort to if somebody breaks into my house is martial arts. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna work that way. I guess. Oh, let me subdue a guy, but you never know. Maybe he might have buddies. So my thing is, I'm gonna grab something heavy and hit you as hard as I can with it. That's my Krav Maga, right? I'm gonna grab the back of the toilet, right? The lid of the toilet, that ceramic thing, and I'm gonna swing it at you. I'm gonna grab a kettlebell and aim it at your fucking knee. I have a little thing of dumbbell. I'm gonna throw that at you. It's gonna hurt. Something's gonna hurt. I have a piece of metal, maybe. I'm considering a gun for a while. I've considered getting a gun, especially in this neighborhood. I wanted to get it, but they're fairly expensive, and I'm very cheap. I'm notoriously cheap when it comes to purchasing things. Unfortunately, a gun is like a toilet plunger in that you don't want to need one. You don't ever want to need it, right? You never want to use it, right? But when you need to use it, you want to have it. So that's the way I see it. So same thing with a toilet plunger. When it gets to that, really, you want to make sure that you have one at least behind the toilet before you go, oh, whoops, it turns out I had way too much. And now it's the Hershey Highway is closed for business. Throw playing cards at them. Yeah, that's a viable weapon. Just throw playing cards. Let me tell you, if somebody breaks into this house, which is, I imagine, not difficult. I shouldn't say that because people have my fucking address. But playing cards would probably be the thing that would get me killed the quickest. A kettlebell to the face, that might incapacitate them. You could always spear them, says Bill Goldberg. Bill Goldberg. That's a possibility. I hate that my fucking table's sticking out, by the way, because of the beer pre-cum. I could spear them. One of my bucket list items in life is to Goldberg spear somebody. Right, to actually Goldberg spear someone and do it. Not just like a Goldberg spear that's like, oh, but somehow, I don't know, get a person that's my height or just fucking sneak up on somebody that's marginally taller than me and just hit them with one. And, have the entire bar go, oh, yeah, and then get blown. That's my bucket list. That series of things, not just Goldberg spearing the guy, but that series of things is my bucket list. You could get a gun for a couple $100. I know. The one that Daniel always makes fun of me is that I actually want to get a revolver. And he goes, what are you going to do with a revolver, man? Like, I want a revolver. I want to get a revolver. I don't want to get a fucking regular gun. I want to get a fucking revolver. I want one. So he always makes fun of me because he swears that I'm not going to have any accuracy with it, which is absurd. Gun, a great equalizer. Like I said, even weapons need training. HEMA is an example of when a gun training trigger discipline. No, you're right. Obviously, I'm not just going to partake in a gun, even though I would hypothetically like to just get one and just freeball it. I know you're going to have to go through some sort of training. But if somebody breaks in, I'm not going to partake in martial arts, man. I'm not going to partake in, hey, man, step back. I've warned you twice. And hit them with whatever the fuck. I'm going to grab something that weighs heavy and throw it at them. And then preferably aim it at a place that's going to incapacitate them enough for me to run away. My favorite form of martial art is running the fuck away. Oh, there's a problem? I'm running. Yesterday I watched the movie, as I mentioned earlier. What did I do when I went to the movie theater? I'm looking at the exits. I'm looking at the fucking exits. I'm like, all right, there's 3. I'm nearest to this one. If anything goes down, I'm going to run through that one. And then some people from overseas might go, whoa. Whoa, is that because of the bullets? No, because I don't trust anybody. All right, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin when he said DTA, don't trust anybody. So I don't care. I don't know what you're fucking capable of. I don't know you, right? So I'm gonna look at the exits, and if any loud noise happens, I'm fucking darting. I don't care. I'm going over shit. I'm going under shit. If you're in my way, you better get out because I'm getting to the exit, right? And if you're in the exit with whatever weapon you decided, well, then I'm fucked. But at least I made it to the exit. God damn it. So I look. As long as you follow the 4 rules of gun safety, you or nobody else would get hurt, right? Let me see. The only ways that I remember them is from that Penn and Teller bits, right? But obviously, always assume that a gun is loaded, right? Always assume that a gun is loaded. I guess is one. Never aim at anything you don't intend to destroy is the other, right? What What are the other two? I mean, those two things are really good. Those two things are about it. Just always assume that every gun is loaded, no matter what. And that way you'll treat it like what it is, which is a deadly weapon. And also never point it at anything you don't intend to destroy. Be aware, I guess, through things. So also be aware of the person behind or the things behind the individual. So, oh yeah, if I shoot at him, it's just going to kill him. No, also there's a lady crossing the street behind you, big boy. Maybe you hit her right in the bullseye. But what are the other two? What are the other two? When I see you again, headphone alert, says Ben Shapiro, obviously referring to the old Piggy videos. Buy a bola gun, then look it up. Shoots a rope that snares people. Also pepper spray with a slingshot. A friend of mine showed me that she had a taser yesterday, which I found funny because every girl I've seen has a taser in their purse, which is fucking terrifying because those things will fuck you up. I remember playing with taser tag once. We had this gun that if you get shot with the gun, like it's a fucking a game, but it would shock you. And that was enough for me to be like, I'm good. So a taser? No, thank you. No fucking thank you. Know what your target is and beyond. Okay. So that's, I guess, the third one. Or that, but then what's the fourth one? It's just a long distance hole punch. It's not that complicated. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. Okay. All right, there you go. Look at that. I mean, it's all obviously logical things, but most people are not logical beings. So they would think to avoid any one of those, especially the people here. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen any sort of gun-related incident here in the 305. I haven't, but I know everybody else has. I think every single person that I know has had some interaction with a gun, a negative interaction to some capacity. But luckily, I've avoided that in my 32 years of life. But that's the stream, guys. Thank you for watching. Wednesday, I'm going to be here 11 a. Actually, no, Wednesday is going to be a late stream. Wednesday is going to be a late stream because I have something I have to take care of. So I'm going to be available later. So look out for maybe, I would say, a 6 o'clock Eastern time show on Wednesday. But I'm still doing it on Wednesday. Okay, so remember to watch it. Hit that notification bell icon so you could keep updated with the PigCake happenings. I think I should upload a video tomorrow. It's going to be a fun little tutorial on a variation of a color change, and maybe I also have to review an app that I'm going to put up this week. Magic Pro Ideas sent me an app, which is tremendous. It does have a little things that, do require a little bit of work, but it's a fun app, and I'm very gracious that they send it to me. So I'm going to be reviewing that. But those are, I guess, what you should look out for this week. As far as today, I don't know. Let me think of some advice. Be aware you live in a society, right? Be aware you live in a society. When you go to a mall, when you go to some place where there's a lot of people around you, don't just be aware that you're around people, right? Be aware that you're in other people's space, right? So just be better. Let's see. Be better. Can I hit one? Oh, sorry. That was a beep.
Be better. Be better.
Be better.
Be better.
Listen to Michelle Obama and Oprah on Father's Day tell you that you should be better. That's what you should listen to. And then forget that Oprah, there's a documentary I saw that was great about the FLDS, the Mormon Church, and Oprah was involved to some capacity, being an idiot, and that was just a funny bit. But I was going to go into a whole tirade, but that would probably take another hour. Thank you, guys. And see you on the upside. See you on the upside. Nancy Pelosi's husband is insider trading.